Venezuela's presidential election was never really about the outcome, rather about how many Venezuelans would sanction it with their vote. Celebrating his victory, President Nicolas Maduro said the people hadn't let him down.
This was a knockout victory, and without drugs.
But it was far from the massive show of support he'd predicted.
6 years ago, when President Hugo Chavez was last elected, at this hour, this polling station where he used to vote was overflowing. Now, even as President Nicolas Maduro makes a last-minute appeal for voters to come out, this is the scene just half an hour before the polls are due to close.
In fact, Venezuela has seen the lowest voter turnout in 3 decades. Presidential candidate Henri Falcon, who defied the main opposition bloc's call to boycott the polls, denounced what he called massive irregularities and said he would not recognize the election as legitimate. He says an agreement to keep so-called red points at least 200 meters from voting stations was repeatedly violated.
The red points are a mechanism of coercion and political and social blackmail. It's an attempt to buy people's dignity by forcing them to show their ID cards.
The red points are used to scan new ID cards, confirm the person has voted, and report back to the ruling party, which controls the distribution of badly needed food subsidies. The United States, too, says it won't recognize Maduro's government and will explore new economic sanctions against Venezuela with allies at Monday's G20 meeting in Buenos Aires. President Maduro issued a swift response.
The permanent aggression of the Ku Klux Klan government of the United States against the people of Venezuela is very discredited. They can't go around thinking they are rulers of the world. Their declarations are a demonstration of desperation.
But Maduro's bravado won't reverse a crippling economic crisis that millions of Venezuelans blame on the heir to Hugo Chávez's revolution. Lucia, Newman, Jazeera, Caracas.